Green Sally up and Green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up and Green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up and Green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up and Green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground.
All right, folks, we are back. We made it. We made it. We made it. Oh, my goodness. I am so sorry for that unfortunate delay, but we had a power outage, and it turned out to be accident down the street, freak thing out of nowhere, so shut down all power, but they were able to reroute us and get us back up for the end of the stage one of Duel 1 here, or sorry, Duel 1, and we are coming to the end of this thing, so sorry, I'm just getting caught back up, making sure all systems are a go, and we are getting things done here, so... I believe we have Tom here, made it back into the booth. Tom, you got a copy?
I am here, brother.
All right, man, I can't believe, whew, I see the power click back on. I'm like, oh, we got this. So, yeah, we back, folks. We back. This is Chris Bybus with Front Row Esports. We got the duels underway here. We are under a quick caution, and we're going to drop this thing for a green-white checker. It should be super exciting. Before we get to all of that one, let's of course throw it down to our sponsors tonight. We got Moza Racing here on board. Love Moza, and their pedal just got myself a set, and they are unbelievable. Thank you. But keep it up, though. Of course, with all the energy in the booth is what we need that W for. So look for W Energy Drink. All your links down below for all these products, of course. But and then, of course, we got Trek Racer. If you're looking for something nice and comfy to get them long races done, secure your stuff, and really get, yeah, that's Trek Racer. Look them up. AMR Paintworks, of course. You're trying to look for a nice car to screw up out there on track. MR will get you done. But yeah, absolutely. So
I will be. I will say I'll be supporting and showcasing a new paint job MR just finished for me. Actually, the paint, the wrap's still wet. It's not even dry yet. We're gonna pull it out on track tonight. So.
Oh, I'm actually excited to see this one. You know, and I'm loving all these new cars and stuff. I love it, but I hate it, Tom, because I get used to, you know, spotting out these cars and these drivers and this and that, and then come the new year, I gotta start all over again. All right, but right now,
Well, lucky for you, you have a good memory.
I do.
Well, I was being sarcastic.
Wait, where are we at? Oh, yeah, we're at Daytona. Folks, we got Adam Thompson, our race leader, though, right now. We had a chance to holler at him a little bit earlier. He was working that high line when our power went out. I mean, it was like we were just chatting away, having, like, I think one of the best broadcasts that we've got to throw down, and an awesome start to the 2024 season, to our first monkey wrench thrown in this joker. How about that, Tom? You right off the bat, buddy, you know?
Hey, it's okay. You know what? We're shaking off. You know, the broadcast was shaking off the rust too, just like these drivers are shaking off the rust and and dust on the race cars.
We
right?
were doing perfect over here, I think, man. All right, that had nothing to do with that. That was like the.
We were doing good.
Come on now.
So,
all right.
Speaking of that, right now, real quick, these drivers on the back stretch. We got the green and white checker.
Yeah.
We already had green flag pit stops. Which did go pretty smoothly. So what brought out the caution was an incident between Carl Lindstrom and Ronnie Morrison. Ronnie kind of pinched Carl off a little bit, and Ronnie spun himself to the inside of the track. Didn't hit anything, just came down, got himself 4 fresh fuel goods.
Wow.
Got 4 new good use on that car, and he's back out there running, ready to go.
But, that's awesome.
Things are about to get amped up and racy, and I'm excited. And real quick, shout out to Bowtie Motorsports here, my team here.
Yeah.
We got right there on the outside, nose to tail. They've been working together great. I'm pulling for them all. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we got like I say, we got Michael Wood in that one car. Got used to that this season here. Change up here, and he's going to lead off that outside line. But right there, our pusher on the inside is Tyler Honeycutt. See if we get a good launch right here. Same with the Carl Lindstrom. These 4 guys right here are going to set the tone of how this thing's going to launch off for the last part of this this duel number 1 in the 2024 season for Front Row Esports. And we got it going. Oh, man, do we? Up to speed right now. Bottom line seems like it's... Oh, caution back out again. Contact. They're going to whoa and slow it up, folks, as we're going to bring this thing back under caution one more time here.
Like... Mark Miller, JR.
Yep, we'll go
Oh,
find.
that was
Here we
some
go.
serious net code.
Okay, we're gonna go and wrap this back here real quick, folks. Here we go. See what happened here on this guy.
That was there was about 2 foot between your car there, JR and Chummy. That was some net code, some of the worst.
Yeah, Tom getting out of there and describing it to the drivers right now. What happened? What he's seeing out here and high above the action as we are looking at right now. That was I really didn't see anybody around him, and then he did turn around. That was weird. So yeah, we'll throw it at the programming on that one. Just unfortunate mishap for the 6 and the 33. 33 did some contact there on that right front, and 6 is definitely going to total out that car. You're going to have to bring up that backup to finish off this thing. So that way he can at least maintain something. But he will have a shot, I think, at the at this. Boom. Lots of contact right there for him. So yeah, right now leading the charge is going to be Adam Thompson. Yeah, so we got Adam Thompson, Tyler Honeycutt, and more or less, except for a change in positions here, looks like the bow tie band's going to get broken apart just a wee bit as I'm looking at my man Larry Bell here in the 43. Looks like he can go ahead and get himself
I am back.
little pit action along with, looks like the 7 car of Brody Mears. So Brody also in here. Looks like that guy is out. All right, so let's go back to our race leader here, folks. And again, we're going to get this thing squared away in just one moment. All right, under caution incident there. Definitely going to chalk that one up to a little bit of programming error.
A lot of bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we're going to, man, we got to line these guys up again. I mean, and it's, you know tension's already high. They just ran an awesome race, an awesome green to green, more or less, until the very, very end. And now they're struggling to close it down here and finish it out.
Yeah, and as a driver, I mean that's nerve wracking, right? You just went, 40 laps, right? Caution free, nose to tail, flag to flag, right? And now you have 2 cautions back to back in a row. Now, granted, is that what happened at restrictor plates on restarts, and everyone knows they got to go? Yes. Yep. But as a driver, I mean, you're in the car, you're amped up. It's the first basically race of the season, right? You want to go, you want to, you want to just keep on going.
Well, I mean, you're getting basically that one chance to spool everything up. That restart is critical to get nose to tail, get that energy built up the quickest. That way you can control that energy and the energy of the field. And that's what it's on these restarts. It's so hard to do because of how these things are set for these super speedways, getting that power up and getting them up to speed. But right now we have, let's do a quick through the field while we have a quick moment. And of course we just see Adam Thompson, race leader on that one. They got Tyler Honeycutt in that P2. And that 20 car showing his stuff up here. Gonna control that outside line. Now we got Carl Lindstrom in the 83. Also going to be on that outside line. Michael Wood in that 1 car. Inside line. Look for a good launch out of these boys right here. They can get something up. But then, of course, you have Ronnie Morrison. This guy knows how to attack. He knows how to get up on that bumper, run some fast speeds in through these turns and how to exit here. And you get a good showings. George Scrummer looked really good and comfortable. JR did in that 13, styling up a little earlier before we lost our connections there for a second due to power loss. But yeah, he looked really strong in the beginning as he was running consistently up toward the top 5 and like that bottom line. Joey Miller in that 6, he just got to that unfortunate accident, destroyed his car. We're talking yard sale action for the 6, but he's
does a
fighting
brand
back.
new race car now.
Yep, absolutely. Michael Reeves, 9th position at the moment in the 33. We saw some contact with him earlier, and looks like he's right as rain. And then, of course, our pole sitter, still looking for him. I do not see him, so maybe did he get wrecked out? Because that's going to be huge if he did. Same thing
He
with
just
Broder.
left the pits. He had some damage. Yes.
Oh, okay. That's going to be huge. So, oh, that is, all right. Let's go back to it.
As the pace car is pulling off here, we'll get ready to go one more time.
Come on.
Here at Daytona.
Greeners. All right, folks, we gone. You guys got throttle down right here. Drag race across the line. Looks like both leaders are evenly paced here. Outside line starting to form up just a wee bit more. Oh, big shot by the 69, trying to get the 71 up to speed. As you're looking at Adam Thompson right there. Got a little slow and low, dude. Outside line be a cooking right now. And they take over the race lead. Now we got Michael Wood fighting him off here in that one car. See what he can manage and maintain with the 83 of, we already know, I see him earlier, Carl Lindstrom on the bumper of the 1. My pick for tonight's race, Carl Lindstrom in that 2nd position, striking zone right now as we're in the white flag of the first duel of tonight's race in Daytona.
Yeah, Ghost Motorsports there. We're looking really strong on the outside, though. That's 3 cars to 2.
3 cars with 2. What kind of momentum can they do and get up to? As long as, I mean, they might be able to drag him back a bit if they could get up next to him. Side draft at the right moment. Slingshot on the outside. Really work the center. Let's see. Here we go.
Oh,
block action right there. The boys are going to stick together. 83 and the 1. Now they get separated. Oh, the 1's a sit and duck. Here we go, the 83 trying to pull a block move. Now he's going to contact into the wall. More wrecking. 83 sideways. Oh, the field is destroyed. That was not what they were looking for. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Last minute contact at the end, and we have a lot of destroyed cars, but everyone's going to cross start finish line and make it out of that kind of. Wow. All right, let's oh man, that was insane.
That was yeah.
All right, so let's see if we can go back real quick to where's our race winner first, though, as we kind of lost our bearings here. There he is. Michael Wood, our race winner. Carl Lindstrom almost had her done, but he just got swallowed up there, dude. And that tornado just ate him up. He's done. But he's going to finish himself
it looked
third.
like Carl was 3 wide and started to come down the racetrack, and I think he thinks he was clear of the 71 car, and so Carl fortunately started that clipping the 71 car.
We'll review that here in just a moment.
That was a hard hit by Adam and JR. JR's okay. That was a massively hard hit.
Burnouts by our race winner. Yeah, we definitely looked that one over, but Michael Wood, race winner right there. Let's review what just went down, what we just witnessed here at the finish of the 2024 Duels number 1. Duel number 1 here. Oh my goodness, that was insane. All right. Okay, so let's go on board with Adam Thompson. There we go. All right, folks. Hold on, all right? This is going to get bumpy. All right, it's going to slow this down so we can kind of really milk this one a little bit here as we see that side draft right there by 83. Doing exactly what he needs to do, slowing down that line, defending for his teammate right out there in front. So these guys don't get a run. Now he gets, doing so, he gets slowed down. So he comes down, clips Adam right there, just ever so slightly, turns him over in front of the 69-27. Oh, man, big contact. Then the 13 gets a piece, too. He goes nose in, just disintegrates there into the fence. Ow. A lot of contact there, some destroyed cars, but they make it across the start checkered, and everyone will be able to bring her home. So just a slight contact there, got 3 wide, got tight, got real tight right there, and that's what we got happening. Oof, man, that was just. So let's go on board with Carl Lindstrom here. Ow! That's just. All right, now let's go with on board here with Adam Thompson as he goes through it. Big run right here. Oh! 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 Man. I think the 13 may have the worst of her, though. See what kind of impact the 13 had. Boom! Oh, yep. So that was your finish right there, folks. Let's go ahead and bring her on up when it comes to our results here. Ah, man. Woo, all right. We still got one more to do. What the Jesus, that's going to be great.
What's up, Tron?
All right, my man Michael Wood right here getting us up on board here. Man, what a fight. What a finish, bro. Oh, you kidding? Did you see the work that 83 was doing for you back there? Oh, sacrificed his life.
What a teammate, man. What a teammate. It got real lonely up there in front real quick.
Oh.
I think the last 500 yards I was the only car on track, man. It just but I don't think, whether the cars were there or not, I don't think they had anything for the bandits tonight. So it was really good communicating with our teammates, and it just came down to just being there at the end, and really glad everybody was out and ran accordingly at the early stages of the race, and we were able to get a lot of green flag racing in there, and allowed us to not only sort, get a good feel for our cars, but also figure out, how we can improve our cars for next week too, because it's, good pack racing like that. You can fine tune some gearing and some, different ride heights and stuff like that. I don't know if you saw it on the broadcast, but I was dragging all the way around the car, all the way around the track. So might lift the car up a little bit for next week.
We were there was so much going on. That's one thing that we need to focus in on when it comes to that. I want to notice that more often to see exactly how much sparks are coming out. There's so much. Yeah. There's so many sparks, so many things going on when it comes to. But we need to pay attention on the next duel on who's riding low like that. Who's low riding. Mm-hmm. But what a race! So you guys were green to green. More or less, we end up losing power during it, of course, and then jump back on. Oh my goodness, I was heartbroken, bro. You have no idea. We had such a smooth, good rhythm going. You guys were looking beautiful out there, and but luckily we were able to get it back up and get back on here to get to the end.
You're a professional, man. I'm sure you recovered gracefully, and
Well,
that's
yeah.
out of your control. You can't can't predict a power outage, and that's just maybe for next year we should sponsor have a generator sponsor and hook you up with a backup generator or
You know
something.
what? I like where your head's at there, Wood. I'm serious. No joke right there. And I hope they be listening because that way
Yeah.
there is no interruption, and we can get something sold for them as well.
Yeah,
While we're doing it.
get you a Generac sponsor there.
All right. Yeah. Oh man, those things are awesome too. All right,
Yeah.
we don't need to go into how awesome they are. They need to pay first in this one. Hook us
That's
up.
right. Yeah, there's
Hook us
a
up.
fee.
But
There's a
man,
fee.
dude. Okay, so Bowtie Bandits, you guys felt strong out there tonight in the
Yeah.
teams, and I'm seeing that organization really starting to take form.
Yeah, we got separated a little bit during the pit stop, and we were kind of glad we had a little bit of a caution there at the end to kind of group us all back up and kind of allowed us to get back together. So yeah, it's good. Thanks for coming out and broadcasting.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah. No, absolutely,
I'm
my
excited
pleasure.
for next week.
Yeah, now you
Get the
guys
whole
killed it.
crew.
Yeah, you guys killed it out there. It's such a great race, and like you said, it was just yeah. But I'm glad we got the end, and of course, we're rolling to the next. But you guys, I can't wait for the 500. I think this is going to be one of the
it's gonna
most
be
impressive
fun.
fields for Front Row Esports. I really do, and I think you got a good, strong chance of maybe getting yourself another title, Mr. Wood.
We'll see.
We
We
think
will
all
see.
right. All right.
I've won the 500. I won the 500 2 years ago. And I feel pretty good. Feel pretty good with the team, and I feel the car's feeling good. Some small adjustments probably needed on the ride height, but all around, I feel like I got a good shot. Just as long as I'm there on the last lap, you never know with the 500. It's just
Yeah.
got to be there at the end.
I can't wait. We're going to be there. We'll be there with you, buddy. No worries. No worries. Those are good
Good,
power
man.
outages are good.
Looking forward to it.
Oh man, it's gonna be great. It'll be fantastic, bud. Seriously. But yeah, well, I'm gonna let you get out of here, and of
Yeah,
course,
we're gonna-
throw some shouts and all that. But
Sounds good, man.
yeah, buddy. Yeah,
Might pop
absolutely.
up in the booth, watch the second duel with you guys if you wouldn't mind.
No, we'll be here. Just jump on up, man, and check her out. I'm sure it should be quite
Sounds good.
entertaining.
We'll be back in a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. We'll see you there.
All right, man. All right, folks. You just heard it from our race winner there, our Duel 1 winner there, Michael Wood here, getting it done for Bowtie Bandits and them big bad Chevys. And, of course, you got Michael Reeves in that P2, Carl Lindstrom in that third spot. And you got the fourth position, Larry Bell in the 43. Fifth position, J.R. Scrumber in the 13. Chummy Miller in the 6 car in that 6th position, mirroring his efforts tonight. 7th position is Tyler Honeycutt in the 20. Rocking and rolling in that Yoda and for Ghost Motorsports. We got Ronnie Morrison also getting something done out there in the 69. Oh, and I'm sorry, Adam Thompson 71. 8th position and 9th position, Ronnie Morrison 69. So good runs out there. Kenneth Bartholomew, we'll get it right soon. In the 73 there, finishes up in 10th position. Brody Mears in the 7. 11th position, 12th, Hunter Lagunas in the 27 car. All right, folks, so we are going to jump out here just for a moment. We're going to send this over on our halftime break as we're getting ready to spool up and get our drivers going for our duel number 2. So stick with us, folks, as we have duel number 2 up next.
20,000 spectators in all manner of dress and watching from all manner of vantage points are anxious for the roar of motors to start.
This track was 2 miles up the beach and 2 miles down the backstretch, so we had a 4-mile course.
The great drivers of the NASCAR racing fraternity are gunning their cars down Daytona Beach, Florida, in preparation for one of the South's biggest sports events.
They run close to 140, 145 miles an hour.
How can he see to drive? Here they come into the south turn toward the beach. The Grand National Championship race for strictly stock cars. These are the great moments of sport with the best drivers of all time.
This road has been moved over from the beach. The old road was over there on the left. Once in a while, somebody'd lose it going into the north turn, and the sand would be a little soft up there after it had been chewed up a while. what was the south turn. This was a relatively sharp turn, and these sand dunes have changed a little bit. If you got up behind somebody, the spray clouds your windshield up, so you had to have long arms. It's part of history. They won't ever come back, not here at this beach. I like to win. I haven't lost a whole lot of things in my life.
We've all had experiences and encounters with the unknown and the unexplainable. Here, we pay top dollar for your possessed possessions. Now this is very, very interesting.
Have it for 40.
I've never seen anything like this at all.
60.
All over New York City, ghost attacks are on the rise.
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
And we are the only ones
Hold on to your ass!
equipped to fight back. Welcome to the new Paranormal Research Center.
You just let ghosts hang out in here?
We've spent 40 years trapping them. Now we can study them.
He's cute.
Yeah.
Ever since you brought in this orb, strange things have been occurring. You think it's commanding of the spirits?
Is something trying to get out?
Many things.
You could be looking at a full-bore army of ghosts with the power to kill by fear itself.
Like, literally scared to death?
That's messed up.
So what is the plan?
We're the Ghostbusters. We stay and fight for this place. Suit up. Shoot anything that looks terrifying.
That orb is prophesizing to bring about the end of humankind.
The second ice age.
In 1954.
All those nuclear bomb tests in the 50s.
It awakened something. An ancient alpha predator.
For most of human civilization, we believed that life could only exist on the surface of our planet. What else were we wrong about?
Millions of years older than mankind.
This world has more secrets than we could possibly imagine.
What is that?
That's not Kong. Who could have done this?
You have no idea what's coming.
Kong can't stop this on his own.
He won't be alone.
What is this place? It seems forgotten by time.
There are dinosaurs here that we never knew existed. He led us here. There's something bigger at play.
Spinosaurus aegypticus.
You probably won't get off this island alive.
It's not just a dinosaur, it's a predator with intelligence.
God, the size of it is massive.
This island is a graveyard of secrets.
All right, folks, welcome back. Chris Paul Hammons here with Front Row Esports, and getting her done for the Duel #1 here. Daytona underway as we are getting ready, or was underway, now finished up. We're about ready to get going on with the Duel #2 at Daytona, as these boys are up in practice at the moment here and getting ready to kick this thing off. So it's been one little bit of a ride for a start. Had a full green flag run for that first duel, and man, if you missed it, go ahead and check it out. We got 2 parts, unfortunately. They were gonna missed out on some, but man, those boys were really showing their stuff and what we are gonna have in store. I think for our 500, that's gonna be just around the corner here next week. Actually, a week from today kicks off our official season here. Right now, it's all about placement and seeing where we're running. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun thus far. A lot of good drivers out here working drafts and maneuvering, teamwork. Really seeing that starting to form and show some light out here in tonight's race, of course, and looking for that through the entire season. I think that's going to be fantastic. All right, so let's look over our race runners for this evening. There we go. All right, so let's bring up our race information for Duel #2. All right, like I said, you got Richard McDaniel. He is in that 16, sitting on pole right there. The second position going to go Kyle Wellman in the 42. Got Garrett Wiles in the 3rd position. He's in the 926. Got Tom Friedis getting Sergeant Charge right there in the 32. He's in that 4th position. So you got all Chevys up in the front row right here, followed by your first Ford going on here, which is going to be Raymond Hardina in that Ford right there. We got Ronald Judd in the 64. He is in a Chevy. Their next Ford is going to be Hunter Bogdan, and he is in that 78 this year. And he's going to be also, he'll sport a Ford in that 7th position. 8th position, Ryan Rose in that 35, in that Toyota. Rocking a Toyota for Ryan Rose this year. In that position, 9th is going to be Josh Brown in the 09 Ford as well. All right, so we can see some of the blues up in this Joker. You got Jason Bauer also in the Ford here in that number 9, so 09 and 9. Then we have the 11th position going to Brian Zimmerman in the 28. Ozimi in a Ford as well. Chris Spencer Ford in the 21. Little Wood Brothers action, I'm thinking. And 12th position, 13th position, Tanner Marr in the 4-car. And these Chevying it up, of course. Chad Meadows in the 00 nose in Chevy as well. 15th position, 16th, Philip Molinix in the 31. Chevy in that guy. Toyota for the 39 of Donnie Honeycutt in that 17th position. 18th is Brandon Elvis in the 54. And then rocking us at the rear of the field, bringing up that cabooser, if you will, is going to be Mr. Chris Carroll in the 19th position. That 99er Yeah, he's gonna put all kinds of horsepower up under that thing. So I said I'm rooting for Tanner Marr and definitely Chris Carroll. I think those guys we're gonna see these guys rocket from the back and see how they're gonna work it. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see if they're gonna be able to pull off something, of a green flag run. And I mean, honestly, if the power goes out again, there's no way. It's like lightning striking twice, okay? But yeah. So we should be up rocking and rolling here in just a moment. But yeah, looking forward to this. Of course, all of this tonight is brought to you by Moza Racing. With their race gear is incredible. I just got myself a full set of pedals. The response is unbelievable. I'm super happy. Of course, W Energy Drink, natural, cost effective, lots of flavors. Check them out. Mix it up water, you're good to go. Trek Racer, you're looking at some primo stuff for your rear end there and all your gear. But of course, AMR Paintworks, that's what is looking so nice under these lights at Daytona right now. And at least until the last lap of Duel number 1. Whew, that was yard sale and trash can after that one. But yeah, anyways. Of course, I'm ready to do this. So looking for the start and figure out what's going on here. But I do have Mr. Carl Lindstrom here in the booth. Let's go ahead and bring him up, I believe.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Carl, how you doing, my man?
Hey, doing all right.
Good. Okay, so you were like in the plucking order there. I mean, you're under fire at the end. What a defensive move. Give us a rundown of what happened at
Pushing my teammate Mike Wood there, and we were making some good ground there on that last restart on the high side, and I knew the first and second place cars were teammates, and I knew they were probably gonna count down the green and get a good jump on Mike and I, and the plan was to either take the bottom or the high side, the opposite side that they took. So that happened. I told Mike to come up. Yep. Or you want me to keep going or?
No, keep going. Keep going. No. Yeah, I'm just listening. You're good.
Yeah. So that happened. Mike came up. I told Mike to come up, and we were pushing him, and we were doing good there, and took the lead. And I seen they had a good they had a good run on the high side. And we went to go block it. I told Mike, hey, they gotta run on the high side. Let's go block. So we moved up. They dove down, drove underneath us, and I ended up pushing Mike. We got back up there, but coming off of 4 there, I seen Ronnie Morrison make a move on my outside, which there wasn't a lot of room. So I ended up coming down a little bit, tried to give him some room, and ended up tangling up with Adam Thompson there, and that's really unfortunate. I pride myself on being a nice, clean racer, and yeah, that was unintentional. I was just trying to give some room for the guy on the outside, maybe side draft Adam a little bit, and ended up getting him turned and took out everyone. So it's unfortunate. Good thing is the car was great. The setup we got, everything is good. So I'm looking forward to the 500 and working with all my teammates. So.
And that's the other issue. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen with this. And are we going? Oh, we are going. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, I didn't even see. So let's. Oh, here we go. Yes, we are going. So, I don't know. He had a chance to advance at any moment, so I was just trying to pay attention and see what was going to happen here. But, you ready to go there, Carl?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm going to hang out with you, I think, if that's okay.
Heck yeah, let's do this, brother. This is going to be great. Yeah. All right, so here we go. We got Richard McDonald starting us off on here on the pole here. Kyle Wellman on the outside in that 42. We got a new car, so does Tom. Tom's sporting that new front row, wicked-looking car right there in that 4th outside. So we're going to look for, who's going to get the shoves, who's going to get the run. Of course, Garrett Wow, super fast in that 926. Never count that man out, though. He's going to get himself one heap of run, I guarantee you, and see who's going to drag along with him. As we're ready to drop the hammer one more time for the duel number 2. Green, green, green. We are go.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised to see that inside lane get a little momentum going into 1 and 2 here, but I think you'll see that outside lane coming off of 2 gain the momentum and make the pass back up. So.
And we're looking at that outside line starting to lag back. Ooh, but now you got who was that who just couldn't make up his mind? Do I go low? Do I go high? Which way do I go? And that right there stalls up that energy on that and momentum on the high line. And let's see how long it's going to take him if they can build that up. Right now, you got the 926 and Garrett just all over the bumper of the 16, really gapping him right now. But here comes, it looks like Hunter. Bogdan is in this 78, and he got himself a nice fat run there. Got up to his bumper. It looked like he lifted. He's going to cruise in that 3rd spot right now and see if he can just kind of maintain. Looking sweet right now, but the outside line starting to fall back just a little bit. Here comes Tanner Marr. Yeah, buddy. Coming from the back to the front real quick, like in a hurry, as you find himself now up in the top 5, 4th position. Carl?
Yeah, that outside lane's gonna need to get together. They're too spread out. You got the first 3 cars there that are pretty much nose to tail. And so if you've never drove one of these cars, they're much like the real cars in real life. Picture an air bubble behind the car in front of you, and the guy behind. As you get closer and closer, there's more tension, and then all of a sudden the car stops and kind of stalls out. And you really need a 3rd car behind you to help kind of push you up into that 1st place car. So, you know, keep an eye on that. If that 3rd place car is back a little bit, and that 2nd place car loses that bubble, he won't be able to connect onto the back bumper. So you really need 3 cars to kind of get that nose and tail working.
Roger that. Look like we have the slinky effect happening on the bottom line right now as the top line really showing some steam here. We're starting to light the afterburners on the outside line, and here comes the fighter pilot himself of Chris Carroll in the 99 with the 42 on his 6, giving him a huge shove. They're going to split Garrett. Garrett trying to go up and goes back down. Wasn't clear. Massive contact. And we're going to caution this joker up with some huge damage. Lots of cars involved. Oh, my goodness. We got bumpers sliding across the track. Oh, my.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like we're going to be going to some backup cars here.
Right, yeah.
Good thing we got a car in the hauler, so most of these guys are going to be using those up now. So,
man, and that all we've seen that kind of unfold right there. Let's see who it got, because it was Garrett right there comes down. We see we'll bring it up.
Looks like Garrett came down to try to get in that inside lane, and he quite wasn't clear.
He was already in trouble. Definitely in trouble in that bubble right there in the center. Lost the horsepower, lost the gas right there. I mean, you already see the 16s already got the nose on him. Oh yeah, and then he force cleared right there, and who else? So we almost look like we and then maybe some more checkup there. 4 gets into. So this is the aftermath right here of what happened. And I think that had to do somewhat of maybe the 78 ish. Let's see if we can run it back and get a little closer in on this one. So there's your first. There's your second. So it looks like one guy probably checked up. Then the 4 went up to give him room, and he still came up, and that's his contact. And yeah, that's all she wrote right there. Ow.
Yeah, and that's a difficult position to be in, Garrett. There, he gets stuck in the middle there, unfortunately, and he made his move down to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. He probably should have just stayed in the middle. It's hard to tell. It's hard to see the review mirrors and gauge where you're at, so you're relying on your spotters a little bit to tell you if you're clear low or if there's a car low, and maybe his spotter wasn't saying what car low, car high, so he probably thought he was clear, and they're just that inside lane was getting a little bit of a run, and I think it just combination of not having that spotter tell him and that inside lane having a good run. So.
Yeah. I mean, but then that's also the anticipation. As a driver, you've been here before. You got to anticipate that if you're going to get stuck in the middle. You know what happens. We've seen it on TV.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, you got to take that long ride backwards.
Right. But that long ride's a lot better than that short trip to the garage.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But it looks like we're gonna see how this unfolds here as we are still under caution, a couple laps around, and then we're going green. So we're gonna go ahead and take ourselves a quick break, folks, and be back here in just a moment.
Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption songs.
When you write that?
All my life.
It's a hit.
Reggae is the people music.
You know you're a superstar.
I am a superstar. You can't separate the music and the message. You see, reggae music come to unify the people.
Not everyone likes what you're saying. For your own safety, you need to stop.
On December 3rd, 1976, would-be assassins invaded Bob Marley's home and attempted to take the life of the singer, his wife, and...
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that thing. Cause every little thing gonna be alright.
You like that one?
Yeah.
There's a war going on. Oh, I can't bring peace. I can't even get peace for myself.
Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds, it's by my doorstep.
Sometimes the messenger has to become the message.
Bob, I know it's dangerous, but you're the only one who can unite the people.
You ready, Bob?
No guns can stop this message. I want the world to change. And that time is now.
This is my message to you.
All right, welcome back, folks. Chris Paulham is here with Front Row Esports. We got Carl Lindstrom, guest broadcasting today. About ready to drop the hammer one more time after the caution. And we got the skiddy from Carl, which we'll get to that here in just 1 second after we get these guys up to speed and race action resumes as green. Chris Carroll leading the way. Ryan Rose hot on his bumper right there. Raymond Hardina moving his way up into that top five in that third position. Kyle Wellman, fourth position. And Dave Mayberry in the 29, fifth position. New guy making his way up toward the front and outside. Going to be following the 42 of Wellman. See if they get that high line of be a cooking. Oh, we got some energy. Yep, definitely momentum on the outside by 2 cars, possible 3. Gonna utilize. Ooh, no! The 42 jumps to the bottom, sees a hole, and leaves the Mayberry out to dry for a little bit, maybe. Now we're starting to separate a little bit, generating some run here on the outside. Here comes Raymond Hardina Making it good. He wants a taste of that clean air is what he's looking for right now. Oh! Side by side, here we go. 42 just can't make up his mind which way he want to go. If you want to go to the top, want to go to the bottom. Ducks out right there. Now he's going to go back up high. All right. Look at Wellman just all over the mapper. What do you got there, Carl?
So I listened to race comms here over the commercial break, and I heard Garrett Wiles, the 926 that came down and spun and kind of started that whole chain reaction. He said his spotter said Carlo and then said clear, and so he went to go make the move, and it wasn't clear. So
yeah,
that is what happened.
Okay. I mean, it was we seen that both those lines had tremendous amount of speed in them, and he was that lone soldier going to be in that vortex in the middle. But now he's finding his way back to the outside now. Good speed on 926, and he's dragging the 42 of Wellman. Wellman's been searching desperately to get up here toward the top and get up here in the front and run this thing. We got now the 926 of Wiles here building up some good speed. Now we got the 87 of Hardina. Got himself a fat run on the outside. He's going to line up real nice with these boys. Ooh, for a second there, wobbles out of the high line. That's going to stop their forward momentum. There goes the 42 back to the bottom. Mr. Indecisive tonight. Now we're going to line up single file for a little while. But, I mean, again, we've seen this in...
Got a little spin in the back there.
Uh-oh.
Single looked like a single car spin on the inside. I seen a car going in the grass, but...
Copy that. Let's
single car, but I think we're going to stay green.
Okay, so that was a Josh Brown, it looks like. Let's, oh, there's two cars here. Slowing this down. This one in 42 jumps down.
So they're all single file right now running.
Okay.
So. Nose to tail.
Nose to tail. Good. Good time to go over this then. So we are looking at the 13. There's another 13. We'll have to check that. Maybe a little loose. Comes down. Oh, he sees a run. He's going to take it 3 wide in the back here. I don't know why this thing's a little bit further back than I thought we were.
Yep, we're still single file out front here with Chris Carroll leading the way there.
And then contact right there. So, yeah, Robin's racing's there. It looks like, and he got the worst of it. And it's super difficult to get to those with the back of the pack. You can generate so much speed back there. Your closing ratio it's a lot greater, in the back of the pack than it is toward the front of the pack, I think. And you watch this right now. They're accordion right now. Now they all suck up together, and then they all have to blow up, or something gets a little loose, a little scary. Someone gets out of line. But this right here is talent. You got to keep this thing in line and try to keep the run up, but not run over the guy in front of you. So it's managing the run is what this is. And we would look at this when I was talking with you, Carl, a long time ago about, not too long ago, about some of the terminologies between, per se, I'm a big surfer, and NASCAR, and how a lot of the terminologies are similar due to how when we're out there surfing, we use the energy of the wave and time the energy of the wave to pull off whatever maneuver we're going to do, which is the same style of thing that these drivers are doing with this draft. They're using the power of this draft and the manipulation to make your moves and time them out proper. Now, what goes wrong is when you don't time them out, or the timing goes wrong because something else gets in your way.
Yep. And so the best way I can explain it is if you're driving down the freeway you know, and you're doing 70 mile an hour, 60 mile an hour, whatever you're doing, and you stick your hand out the window, but you only put your hand behind the rearview mirror, right? You can feel the air cutting, and your hand's fine. But as soon as you move your hand up or down or out to the right of that mirror and you start hitting the wind, it's like hitting a wall. Well, these cars are the same way. So when you're in the back, all these cars are generating all the, you know, they're breaking the wind and the air in front of them, and you can gain a lot of speed. And you're right. I mean, the closing gap between, you know, the car behind and the car in front, you could gain 6-7 mile an hour, and that don't seem like a lot, but it is a lot. And you know, that's where that accordion effect happens. You know, the guy's got to get on his brake, you know, because he's gonna hit the car in front of him. The other guy behind that guy is going fast too, and then you all of a sudden you start hitting, and then the car's turning. So yeah, there's some talent to it. You know, you can run about half throttle sometimes behind a guy, and then you hear a lot of guys, you know, they don't like running half throttle. They just keep it flat to the floor, and they just drag the brake a little bit here and there. I tend to let up on the throttle and save fuel instead of dragging the brake. So
I'm with you on that one. I'm definitely more of a feather my throttle, manage that the power of the car than dragging on my brake. I think it can hurt you overall. You know,
I agree.
when it comes to that one. And I think you can generate more power with working your throttle and working that to coincide with the draft. And looks like we're watching Gary Wiles there as he jumped out of line, fell back, and now getting back in line again. But Chris Carroll is our race leader. Ryan Rose in that second position, do a little through the field. We got Tanner Amar in the 4 car in that third position. Kyle Wellman in the 42 just finally found himself a little bit of a home here. He was searching. All right, he was like the apartment hunting or whatnot. But finally found himself a little nook and cranny to race along in this line. Then we got the 5th position belonging to Hunter Bogdan in the 78. And the 6th position belonging to the 54 of Brandon Elvis. Brandon Elvis, good job, brother. As he's managing himself a decent run. And we have Garrett Wiles. It looked like he is in the 7th position. And the 16 car is Richard McDaniel, who is a lap down. Only car a lap down, so any kind of caution will be in his grace on that matter. Raymond Hardina in the 8th position at the moment here in that 87. Doing himself some fine work up toward the front and giving some help there and making some good moves and runs. David Mayberry is in the 29. New guy here. Got himself a strong run on the top line. See if he can repeat it here as these laps are closing down. Tom Freitas in the 32. Kind of riding in the back right now and checking it all out, just saving his stuff, I can only imagine, because he wants to be there at the end. Philip Molinux is in the 31, turning some laps. Same with Ronald Judd, off lap. 13 of Josh. He is off track, about ready to come a lap down. So this is how to get interesting right here, folks. So let's see how these guys, should be easy pickings when it comes to passing by them. But yeah,
I gotta give a shout out to Richard McDaniel and Brandon Elvis. I know Richard McDaniel's pretty new to our league. I think this is his first year running with us, and I think Brandon Elvis is too. And I think Richard McDaniel, I think he's sitting on the outside pole, I believe, for the 500. So he's kind of secured that spot, and good for those drivers to be coming in new into our series, and we welcome you into our series. That's cool to see you guys running up here, and you guys look like you're running a nice clean race. So
how about that for making a stamp there, Carl? Right? I mean, these guys, both the pole sitter and outside pole, this is their first season, and the other 98%, this is what at least everyone's second to fourth plus seasons with front row, and these guys go and put it on point. So I am excited to see what some new blood is going to do to you, some of you boys over here front row. All right, light the firecracker and watch this thing go boom.
Yeah, and they're running a really clean race. You look at them; they're running single file. They know this is a long race. 45 laps doesn't seem long, but here at Daytona, that's a long race, and there's a lot of racing, and you can tell these guys have been around a bit. They're just running nose to tail, and they know they have to have a good, clean car at the end. So Yeah, they're doing a heck of a job. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Absolutely. Okay, now let's get into our fuel strategies here. From that caution that came out, I think it was too early, right? Or could we still possibly be seeing green flag stops if this thing stays green, or do you think we all have enough to make it?
When did they pit last?
Let's
see here. I can't remember when that last caution came out.
We got cool stuff for that, I think. At least last time I... see which one's this one. Oh, here we go. Okay, so Mar pitted. It's like lap 4, lap 5.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, they're gonna be short.
Yeah, so we're still looking at green flag stops still left remaining here, folks. So this is. Oh, if they make it there, here we go, 3 wide. Oh goodness.
There we go. Hey, they handled that well. Good job to all the drivers there. That was
yeah.
Little sketchy, but they got through it.
Garrett got a huge. He's getting a huge shove by the 32. These boys are trying to mess with a little something. Maybe they're trying to get to the front. They know green flag stops be a coming. So why not get some ground on everybody? That way it can hopefully cycle with them in control of this race. But they're looking on the outside right now. Tom's all over the bumper of that 926 Garrett Wells. And but the inside line is just motoring along. I mean, really is with that Chris Kell in 99, large and in charge out in front. And then of course you got Ryan Rose, fast cat as well in the 58. These guys not bumper, but they got a beautiful space between them right now, generating, some great speeds down these stretches here and through the center. So they're a force to be had right now up toward the front here. With everyone lined up nice and pretty, the top 4. Here we go, side by side. Here comes Garrett now, doing a little bit of side drop and kind of stalling up the back of that line, pulling these. Oh, we got contact, car around.
Oh, and he got hit at the end. Yeah. Dang, I thought he was going to make it out of it and without any damage, and he took a good shot.
And that was Josh, I think. Yeah. So that's Mr.
Yeah, that was
Mr.
Josh Brown, and he kept it off the wall, but then Philip Molinax ended up cleaning his clock.
Man. Well, we're staying green, it looks like, folks. So it was a few cars incident here, but track was clear.
Yeah, so that outside line, as soon as it seems like they get 2 or 3 cars out there, then somebody feels uncomfortable or feels like it's not moving well enough, and then you see them drop back down to the out. So the outside line just hasn't really developed quite yet, but looks like we got 4 cars out there, and you can see Garrett Wiles doing the side draft. So he's trying. What he's trying to do is he's trying to catch some of that air that's being cut in the car in front of him, and you can get a little bit of a draft off the side of him. And it also pulls that car back a little bit. So, sometimes that's what you have to do to get that outside line going. But it looks like they're. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, unless this outside line stays together, they keep jumping back and forth. They're not going to generate the speed and momentum they need to get up to the front. Now they are. Now they're lining up. Yep. Here we go. Now we're starting to get a little bit of gustos in that outside line.
And you'll see him
Here we go.
on the back stretch. Yep.
As soon as these guys lined up, 16 making his move there, kind of locked in right there. Here comes the 926 and Garrett Wells. Garrett and the 32.
Yep, the 54 doesn't need to bump the 32 right there.
Nope.
That's a dangerous thing to do.
32 is doing all the work right now, and the 54 bails on him, takes over the inside line. That's going to separate that outside line, destroy any kind of momentum that they had right now. Now it's going to be up to side draft and hold back that line, that inside line, until the outside line can recoup.
You'll see the 96 probably come down and try to side draft if they start getting out too far. But it looks like that outside lane's starting to get a little bit organized, and you'll probably see them pull out here. So Tom's right on the back bumper. So
This is what I'm seeing so far, and we talked to some drivers at the beginning of this thing before it kicked off, and they're seeing that the bottom line is going to be the way to go, and that's going to have all the speed. It's Daytona, if it's Talladega, middle line, yada yada yada. But I'm seeing the opposite here. I'm seeing if these cars link up and do something fierce on this middle to outside line, they overpower this inside line. So this is going to be, really good teachings and trainings for these guys when it comes to this Daytona that's coming up here next week.
Yeah, so I think the fast way around this track is the outside line if you get a good organized outside line.
Now here comes the inside line, 54 now getting a huge shove by the 99 of Chris Carroll. If anybody knows how to get up on top of the wheel, that's definitely that man in that 99 car, Chris Carroll. Whoa, man, here we go. It's getting tight right now as the laps are winding down. 17 laps remaining into tonight's festivities of the duels at the Daytona. This duel number 2, folks. Let's get tuning in.
Yep.
Oh, yep. All right, now it's starting to break apart just a little bit, single file. But just in case you're just tuning in, folks, a little late here, we've got Chris Paul Hamus up in the booth as special guest of Carl Lindstrom calling tonight's Daytona duel number 2. And, man, these boys have been up to a pretty good run. They had a quick caution-ish toward the beginning, but long green flag run, possible green flag stops be underway here in just a moment. But I'd like to thank our sponsors, of course, of Moza Racing, of course, Moza Racing, Track Racer, W Energy Drink, and AMR Mara Paintworks. Just fantastic sponsors. W Energy Drink, of course, great stuff, and proud to have them on board.
I think you're going to have a hard time beating the 926 and the 32 up front, Garrett Wiles and Tom Freitas. This is the same setup. They have the same setup that Mike Wood and I ran in the early one, and when we got out front, nose to tail, the rest of the pack had a hard time. So, that's a good setup. I think it's a good setup to be up front.
So far, I mean, we're seeing, it seems like the guys that get, like I mentioned in the duel number 1 here, was, guys were seemed like they're testing the waters. They'd gather up their forces with their team or whatever else, and then make a charge to the front, see how long it would take them or what they could do. Oh, here we go. Green flag stops underway.
Pulling off. Yep.
Oh, critical point there. Get it slowed down. All right, we got the first group underway. Yeah, it looks like
everybody got down there good. So.
Yep. Chris Carroll, the 99, was going to lead the way at the 42 of Kyle Wellman in pits right now. We got and then still on track is Garrett and Tom in the 32. So let's see if they bring her in this next time, which I can imagine it's only going to be 2, maybe 3 of them. So I would think that due to the fact that they could possibly be losing some time, being only 2 of them, they're going to drop this thing into pits and hopefully get stacked back up again.
Yeah, so these guys that came down pit road, there's a gap. There's 2 cars and then a significant gap and then 2 cars again, and that's going to hurt them. They came down at the same time, but they're not coming out at the same time.
So that could be a possible call of maybe some guys taking some tires, not taking tires, things of that nature. So that's going to spread out the field as well. Ooh, this could really spice things up when it comes to these small groups, and will they have enough time to catch the race leaders? If so, what's going to happen in the meantime? What are they going to be able to do with it if they can get there? But they can get there.
The 926 and the 926 and the 32 came out at the same time, so they're going to be together, but it's just the 2 of them again. So it'll be interesting to see where everybody comes back out here.
Right now, our race leaders mirrored at the 87 of Raymond Hardina.
Yep. So the leaders are going to probably catch these Tom and Garrett Wiles here. Yeah, they're coming fast, so they're not too far behind them. So Tom
okay,
and Garrett
here comes the 64 right now, and here comes the 87. All right, ooh, look, you're not the speed, everybody. Be easy on her. Nice. Okay, so here comes. So now this should cycle around to Garrett and Tom. back at your race lead, were able to get on and off pit road, get paired back up, and came out in front of the other group of Chris Carroll, who led them in and led them out now. So here comes.
Yeah, that group's catching them though.
Wow.
That group's gonna probably catch them and get by them pretty easily here.
I would think so, and with 12 to go, I'd probably let it happen.
Yep. But don't go out and block now. Just let them go by.
Separation right here.
Oh wow!
What is this?
The 13 went out, and the 99 and the 42 decided to stay behind the 926 and the 32 of Tom Freitas. So
the 13, he's
they
lap
left
down.
Schomburg out to dry. So
13's lapper down, so he's just gonna hopefully use a supporting role is what we're looking for out of the 13. Is a good support role here. Who's he gonna make friends with out here right now? Because that's his job, being a lap down, is find somebody, hopefully somebody popular in the league, and give him some good shoves and some good pushings and make a friend out of him, so you can have a little buddy, throughout the season.
I am a bit surprised though that the 99 of Chris Carroll and the 42 of Wellman, they didn't go on the outside and pass the 926 and the 32, Tom Freitas and Garrett Wiles. It's a little bit surprising, but they're probably just playing it safe. We got 10 to go, which is a long ways still. So,
also, I think what may have played a factor into that role was that the 13 jumped out of line right there, stalling up all kinds of progress of that, and he just want to get to the back of the line. He realized that he shouldn't be here because he's leading the charge on this thing, and he's a lap down, so he would leave the charging up to the lead lap guys, and then let him follow in. And so then I think kind of stalled up their run, and now left them waiting. Waiting is what it is, I think. Yep. Biding their time before they go, double file, and the aggression really starts to pick up. Right now, we are separated big time, right?
Yeah, we got the Bowtie Bandits out in 1-2 right now, and then you got I believe that's Chris Carroll. I think, is he a Five Kings driver, or I don't know who he's driving for this year.
Right, and I think he's more of a lone soldier on that matter.
Okay.
He's like that. Lone soldier. He's like a Mark Wahlberg. Yeah.
Yep. So the 42 and the 4 are teammates, I believe. I believe those are both Five King guys. The 42 and the 4, that would be Kyle Wellman and Tanner Marr. So.
Okay, and then here comes Philip. He about ready to go lap down, so this will be a little bit of a battle here. We have 2 lap down cars in the draft. We're going to see how that's going to play its factor. Again, we're gaining more strength to the field here is what these guys are going to need. That's what these other drivers who are back behind, the Chris Carroll, the 42, the Tanner Marr, these guys are welcoming these a few more cars into this group. It's going to help them give them more power to pass these guys. With a low number of cars, they're not going to have a lot of cars to generate the speed that they're going to need to get past them. And so, adding some more cars to this is going to mix it up and help out with that.
Yeah, and it's this part of the race is very difficult because you don't want to jump out and try to make the move too early, because they might leave you out to dry and let you go to the back. But you don't want to wait too late. You want to be the first guy that jumps out to the outside that everybody goes with, because you want to be that guy that has an opportunity to run in the front. If you get stuck in the back, you have less opportunity to make your way forward. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Who makes that first move, and does the cars behind him go with them, or does somebody out in the front go with them? So we'll see what happens. I think you're going to see the 926 of Garrett Wiles and the 32 kind of stay together and help each other.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. 100%. I mean, and that's the other thing is when it comes to those guys, finding that guy to run with. But like you said, timing. Because this track is huge. This is a really, really big track, and so much happens, and that can happen all in one lap because of how big this thing is. You can go through a multitude. Once these guys get racing side by side, that guy who's in 9th position will find himself in 3rd position through the center of one turn. if he gets right run and gets things squared away.
Yep. So I know from third on back, everybody right now is asking themselves, when do I make the move, and is the guy behind me going to go with me? That's the big question. You don't want to make it too early, but you don't want to make it too late. But with 5 to go, if you're sitting 4th, 5th, 6th back there, I think 5 to go is the time where you got to start making the move and try to build that outside line and get people to go with you. Oh, and so looked like maybe we were going to have somebody peek out. The 13's a lap down, but
yeah, maybe he was just getting checked up there, and that's the other thing too, where we gotta start expecting the sandbagging, the dragging of the brake, gapping them, and then like we're seeing right now with Chris Carroll, and again, these got some fast cats right behind them, and they're gonna be pouncing 100%, and it just like you said, it's a matter of when. So now it looks like the 32's backing off the 926, and it looks, I think the 32 was driving out of his rearview mirror right there, saw the 99 backing up, so he backed up into him saying, no, not yet, buddy. I seen what you're doing. And that's the other defensive move that Tom can do, is not just by pushing the lead driver, but also backing up when those guys are trying to get a run on them. So he disrupts that and doesn't allow them to get that gap. Doesn't allow them to to pick up that extra speed.
Yep, you're seeing the 99 experiment a little bit. You see him kind of lay back. He's going to try to gain some momentum here, but he really needs that 42 to get right up on his back before they go. I would imagine probably this next lap by, you're going to probably start seeing some cars, especially the ones maybe 5th, 6th, try to start making a move.
I mean, if I was 5th, 6th, I would be forcing the issue. That way, if I can get out of line and get up there, maybe someone's going to jump up and help me because they see this line going, and I can really gain some positions on the outside.
Yep.
3 laps left, folks. Here we go. Who's going to get her?
Ooh, the 4 looked like he had a good run, and then he slowed up. There we go. The 99's going high. He's making the move.
Pretty soon, too, but...
Oh,
no!
He almost had it saved. Big wreck.
Huge.
Yep. That was a big wreck.
Oh,
just a little
man.
too aggressive on the bump draft there. But it was go time. I mean, you have to start making a move.
All right, let's see what happens. I think we're on Wellman right now. All right, jump on the nose.
42 just got a little bit aggressive, I think. Oh, he went to go low a little bit. And, just hit him a little bit too hard in the wrong spot.
Look at him. He was down. He was up. Look at him. He comes. Ow, man, that's like the worst spot to hit somebody. Oh my goodness. Yep. He about had it saved too, but he ran out of room right there and got a hold of Garrett, and that finished him off. Ah. God, the 42 went down and up and then hit him. I mean, oh man, that was terrible. And you see him up, and then everybody else.
Hopefully, these guys still had a car in the hauler. Some of these guys, there was a big wreck earlier, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got a lot of cars damaged, and man, whew. All right, so we're going to let this thing cycle out here, folks. We'll be back here in just a moment. Stick with us as the finish of the race is upon us.
And encounters with the unknown and the unexplainable. Here, we pay top dollar for your possessed possessions. Now
This is very, very interesting.
Have it for 40.
I've never seen anything like this at all.
60.
All over New York City, ghost attacks are on the rise.
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
And we are the only ones Hold on to your ass! Equipped to fight back. Welcome to the new Paranormal Research Center.
You just let ghosts hang out in here?
We've spent 40 years trapping them. Now we can study them.
He's cute.
Yeah.
Ever since you brought in this orb, strange things have been occurring. We think it's commanding of the spirits.
Is something trying to get out?
Many things.
You could be looking at a full-bore army of ghosts
with the power to kill by fear itself.
Like, literally scared to death?
That's messed up.
So what is the plan?
We're the Ghostbusters. We stay and fight for this place. Suit up. Shoot anything that looks terrifying.
That orb is prophesizing to bring about the end of humankind.
The second ice age.
Get away from her!
You're enjoying my company, Chris.
All right, welcome back, folks. Chris Ball-Amos here with Front Row Esports and special guest Carl Lindstrom and the 83 Bowtie Bandit Camp. And he joined us on here for the finish of tonight's race here. Carl, we're lined up, buddy. Woo! Buckle them up, right? Cinch them up tight, all that fun stuff.
Yep.
Because
So right
now we got them formed up from the beginning. There's no energies and all that's to be. They're gonna do it all right now.
Yep. So right now you're trying to gain the best restart you can. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. You know, the 926 and the 32 have worked well. You know, the whole entire race. So I would bet that you're gonna probably see those two try to connect, and one of them push the other one probably to the win with a green-white checkered. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here.
Well, how about Brandon Elvis here? He's now sliding himself up into that third position right now. So Brandon Elvis now has a chance to spoil it for the 32 and not get down to the 926 and complete that power move that they're going to need at the end of this race. As we are coming to green here to finish this thing off, 24 Front Row Esports duels about to be concluded.
Green flag.
Green all kinds. Good jump right there.
Big jump by Garrett. You know, he's going to
Enough
be
to
stuck
give him
out there, I think.
And maybe he's hoping to get some space, but now he don't. Tom does not get the help that he needed.
Yep.
And so now it's like, okay, so Garrett's going to jump to the high side, pick up Tom right here, leave that bottom open. So let's see what the 54 is going to be able to manage. He does got some help, some big help by Ryan Rose on the inside. Now Garrett, kind of a little indecisive. They'll work in the middle. And here we go, jumping to the bottom is a 78 of Hunter. What?
I'm not
Hunter?
sure he had a choice. I think he got bumped and then it got moved down there a little bit.
Oh,
but
man. He's going for the red on her, but now he's stalled it back up. Here comes Hardina in the 87. Going to make his last chance at a last charge here. Jumping to the outside now. Oh, contact into the wall. Saved it. Boyd Speed running.
You can do about a lap and a half right behind a guy, and then you're gonna blow up because your water temps and your oil temps are gonna get too high. So
plenty.
So Tom's got to be connected, but he's got to make sure he don't get too hot where he blows up.
I don't think he's looking right now because here comes Chris Carroll on the inside. Hopefully he's gonna have some help. Looking for the 13 to get on his bumper. He's solo all alone. Oh, no. Now taking the 1963 line. Picking up the bottom. Here we go.
High side.
Tom on the outside. Is he going to get it? Drag race. Across on our finish line.
Finish.
That was photo finish. Oh.
Good finish. Good racing at the end there. That was intense.
Fantastic. Mr. Tom Freitas takes home the win. Oh, my gosh.
I'm happy to see my my fellow Bowtie Bandit teammate out there take the checkered there.
Another one. Bowtie Bandits are here to make a statement right now, as you have the winner of Duel 1, Michael Wood, Bowtie Bandit, and then the winner of Duel 2, the 32 of Michael Wood, Bowtie Bandit. And of course, we got the Chevy's horsepower underneath this thing in your guys' camp. So, heck, a good run for you boys, dude. Wow. Congratulations. That was fantastic work done.
Alrighty, Chris, I'm going to head back down to my teammates here and do a little congratulation here.
Absolutely. Go ahead. I know Tom will be up here in just a moment. But, man, congrats to you guys on a good run. And, of course, the front row and kicking off this season of 2024. And thank you so much for the help tonight. Fantastic to have you aboard.
Yep. Hey, thanks for having me. We appreciate everything Next Gen Broadcasting does as well. You are always there. You put on a good broadcast for us. So we appreciate that as well.
Thanks, sir. Thanks, sir. Appreciate that. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Later, bye. Man, it's awesome. Now Tom just burned him down right now. It's been a minute. Let's zoom in on him. Yeah! Appreciate you, Tom. Yep. Get nasty with it, sir. If it wasn't blowing up when he was crossing start finish line, it's going to be right now. Guaranteed. Nice. Heck, a good run by Tom. So that's a definitely big congratulations to Tom Freitas there in the 32. I bet you he is stoked right now. That's so awesome. Probably getting himself his photo. I would imagine so. But there's a good photo for you, Tom. You can zoom that one in, though. Wow. All right. Well, let's get us on over to the post-race show, and hopefully Tom will join us on over there and maybe grab a few others while we're at it. Camera on, dog. Don't be doing that to me.
I'm all sweaty and grimy.
Come on, man. You got.
Hold on.
What
Put my
the?
hat back on at least.
What
Put my hat
the?
off.
Jesus! Holy! Are you kidding me? We haven't replayed it yet, but we're going to. We will. We will.
All right. I want to see the end of that. Actually, I ain't gonna lie.
We'll replay that as soon as we're done with your little interview, and we go to the ending here.
We got I drug up Chris Carroll too.
Oh, fantastic. You got a boat? Nice.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Good.
Carol, you got a copy?
Got a copy, sir.
Man, what a good run by you boys, though. Seriously, you got a mad charge. You're like lone soldiering it there on the bottom, just hoping for a miracle. And the 13 looked like he was going to be it. And then this drag race crossed the line. I mean, like, looked like something Atlanta-ish with Harvick and a whatnots, and I think, was that Earnhardt or something?
Yeah,
No.
that was years ago. That was Atlanta. Yeah, that was a few guys, actually. There was Labonte and Earnhart and Gordon and Labonte, and there's a whole bunch of them.
That's what that finish looked like. Man, that was badass. That, to say the least, dude. That was just so awesome. Now, what a way to finish it.
I had to just pick a way that they weren't going, and I went to the bottom. And David Mayberry, shout out to him. He gave me a push there at the end, gave me a chance. But those guys were, yeah, buddy.
I was gonna say, man, because that 13, I thought you were lost. I really did. I was like, oh no, he's gone. He's not gonna make it up.
No help.
Yep. And it came though.
Yeah, he got there.
So how about the race though? Let's go with you real quick, Carol. Give us your feedback, man. How was it out there? When it comes
the
to
first
drivers?
half was a breeze. I was cruising up front, and second half it got Daytona-ish. We got to racing, and I got spun out by my teammate there trying to help me, give me a push, and had to come back from, I don't know, 6th or 8th or something. I just had to pick some holes and be smooth and hope I could beat Tom to the finish. But .018, I didn't make it.
That's a pretty close finish, I'd say.
Wow. I knew that was close, man. It's like you needed like another 2 feet. The way you needed there on that one. Oh, that was such an awesome finish, though. I mean, there was some, strategies to be had. How was it feeling out your team there, Tom, on that one?
Yeah, we didn't. It was basically just me and Garrett, right? Garrett's not officially on the team, but we raced a lot together, so him and I were definitely going to work together, tonight. And we made a last-minute setup change. Jumped in the race, turned 5 laps with the new setup. The guys, Mike, Carl, and Mark there found it, and that's what the setup they used for their duel. And so shout out to them for finding that and having some good speed. And it's a bow tie bandit sweep here for the duels of Daytona, so I'll take that.
Impressive, man. I'm hoping you might want to be picking up on Carol here on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, that was, like I said, super impressive run coming from the back, to the front, which, but keeping your car in play the whole time too. Mm-hmm. That was a good run there, Carol. Oh, Carol, already step out?
No, I got you here.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were talking to Tom, but
oh no. Huh.
Yeah, man. At the end it was Maniacville. I mean, there was 3 PUBG teammates beating the crap out of each other for a win, man.
That is true. That is true. Yeah.
We shoot guys together on the other game, and I mean there was no teammates there. It was go to the finish, and
yeah.
I didn't see Tom until we straightened out coming to the checkers there. I didn't know where he was. I was just trying to keep him from side drafting me coming to the line. And that was, it's fun when you go racing like that, whether you finish 2nd or 3rd or 10th or whatever it is. That was a good fun race no matter what happened there. And those guys, they run you clean too, right? I got to shout out to all them. They run you clean. And I'm excited for Tom more than I'm excited for me, man. That's a big win for Tom. It's been a while, and
yeah, you're right.
You got it done, man.
I know, Tom. You got your...
I appreciate that. Yeah, it's to finish 2nd to you would have been a win to me. I'm gonna be honest, right? But but I appreciate
know about that. Win's a win, Tom.
I agree. It is right. It is right. But you know what that means, though.
What's that?
That means we go get a winner chicken dinner tonight in PUBG.
Oh, that's firm. Yeah.
Just checking.
Got to repeat that one, right, Tom? I mean, you're
Agreed,
already on fire. So that's good, though. I mean, honestly, that sets the tone for you guys right now. I mean, I'm sure you guys are large and in charge, and I'm sure that's lighting some fire for old Mr. Chris Carroll as well. So hopefully we'll be seeing as much as we can of you this season. That's what we're hoping.
It's just fun to be in the sim. I'm playing so much pool right now. I'm hardly here, but it's fun to get in there. And at least I know I still got it. It's been a while, so at least we know we can still make moves, which is a good thing. And it's fun to be out here with these guys, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. Roger that, man. Roger that.
It's an honor and it's a blast to have you out here. When we can, Chris. We always we love racing with you and love racing against you, and it's even better when I beat you. So.
And now you love beating me.
Exactly.
Freaking Tom, though, dude. Get the P1. Oh, I'm so proud of you, my man. Seriously. Good job. I mean, seriously. Oh, that was good work done right there. Good work done. I mean, it's such an exciting finish, too. I would expect nothing less of you, brother. Nothing less.
I appreciate it. I can't wait to go back and watch it. It looked like it was exciting, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. We'll bring it back up here and here in just a second, but man, just fantastic work there.
Yep.
Just super stoked. Super stoked.
Yep.
All right.
So, all right, Chris, or Carol, we'll let you go. It looks like the rest of your team kind of ran away.
Yes, sir. I got some
Um,
pool to play, Tom. I'm out of here. I'm on.
all right,
get my
brother.
Shorts and t-shirt off and get dressed and go on and hit some pool balls. So.
All right, well, you go have
Appreciate
fun
you having
and
me
good luck tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely, buddy.
Good win, then.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
Tom, kicking butt, dude. That was great.
Hey,
that was
did
fantastic.
not expect. I mean, honestly, I was a little scared going into this race. I didn't get any practice last night because it, ran the wrong setup.
Yep.
New wheel and wheelbase. I'm not comfortable with it at all. It might have looked like it, but let me tell you, it was. It's a handful out there for sure. But my plan was they're coming to the final lap. Like I'm gonna push Garrett. That was my plan. We dropped back. I dropped back to the back to go get him there earlier in that race and found him. And I was like, all right, let's go. Let's see what we can do. And once we got up there, it was kind of it. And I was like, well, I'm gonna push him to the checkered flag. And I was like, oh crap, I gotta run. Well, all right, sorry, Garrett. I'm gonna take it. But you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Oh no, 100%, 100%. I mean, and that's it. You pulled it off. You definitely did. That was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, and to think that was just that was a prelim to what we're gonna hopefully see in the Daytona 500 because the funsies are over, right? The little RC track.
Yes.
We're done with that.
Yeah.
And
it
so
is.
so this is the nice little we back in the
Yes.
saddle.
It is time to get serious, and points start next week, and it's we got a great group of guys this season. Awesome teams, awesome broadcast, awesome broadcaster, and I know I just jinxed you. I'm sorry. No more power outages, hopefully.
Yeah.
But it's 2024. I think it's gonna be a really good season for Front Row. I'm excited for all the guys, and a lot of work's gone off in the off season, and it's gonna be a good season.
Yeah, we got a big field. So let's So anyways, folks, next week next week we're kicking it off, and I'll try to go big. All right, with something crazy. I try not to blow too much stuff up. All right, that's all I can really promise there on that matter. But we're gonna go big, and we're gonna try and make a statement here for the Daytona 500. So stay tuned on that one. But yeah, Tom, let's get over to that replay. And let's get these folks out of here as we've taken up a good amount of their time, but always do appreciate the support there, folks. So, there's that, of course, that button. Everybody always mentions it and stuff, It's always awesome, too, if you hit that button and do a little subscriber action. It's no worries if you don't. It's all good. Just keep tuning in. That's all we really care about, you know what I'm saying? But support always helps. We always do appreciate that one. Let's go ahead and get over to the replay and finish up this thing. So anyways, folks, thank you so much for tuning in one more time. And, of course, a shout-out to our sponsors, the Moser Race Chain Truck Racer, W Energy Drink, and Mara Paintworks. I appreciate all the support there, folks, on that one. We'll see you next week. So keep her pinned in here. So stay tuned, and we'll see you soon.
That's what we about. Living by the sea, sipping on some rum under the shade of a tree. That's what we about. Just feel the warm breeze, living young and wild and free. on an island where no one can find me. The sun, ocean, sipping on some rum. The sun, ocean, on an island where no one can find me. The sun, ocean, and the party just begun. That's what we're about, living by the sea, sipping on some rum, under the shade of a tree. That's what we're about, just feel the warm breeze, living young and wild and free. That's what we're about, living by the sea, sipping on some rum, under the shade of a tree. That's what we're about.